Elden Ring Nightreign is set to take FromSoftware's iconic gameplay in an exciting new direction in the form of a cooperative action RPG. We got our hands on the preview where we played through 9 different playthroughs, and there's a lot to unpack. From new mechanics to boss battles and even flying. Yes, flying. This game is shaping up to be a wild ride, so let's dive right in.
Hey, this is Sean from Gamer Braves. It's been 8 years since we established Gamer Braves channel. We went to a lot of overseas game conference. We did a lot of exclusive interview with a lot of prominent figures from the industry, Ryuzo Sugimoto, Sean Layden, and even Yagu. One of the easiest way to support us is to subscribe to our channel. Support like this will actually gives us motivation and pushes us to produce better content. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. Please enjoy the rest of the video.
The way the gameplay works is that there are 2 different starting points, and where you spawn affects the bosses you'll face. For example, spawn point 1 might throw you against the Centipede Demon and the Fell Omen, while spawn point 2 would have a completely different set of bosses. However, this is just for the preview and closed beta versions. According to the devs, the full release will have randomized spawn points and bosses, meaning every run could be totally different. Now, the gameplay follows a daily cycle that looks like this: fly, land, farm, Night's Tide Zone, pre-boss fight, Night Lord battle, next day, and repeat. Teammates can go down when the HP runs out, but you can revive them by hitting them with basic attacks a few times. But the more they go down, the more hits it takes to bring them back up. Spell attacks also work for revives, which is pretty neat. Farming is key. During the day you need to grind, collect gear, and level up, because once night falls, the Ed tree appears on the map and that's when things get real. A shrinking blue flame zone called the Night Tide forces you towards the Ed tree, and if you stay outside of it, your HP drains fast. So it's all about positioning yourself right before the big fight against the Night Lord. Leveling up still works with runes, but unlike the base game, you don't get to allocate stats manually. Instead, each level up comes with preset stat increases. Weapons now have randomized stats and passive skills, meaning loot feels way more varied. The inventory is also streamlined as well. You get 3 weapon slots per hand, 2 talisman slots, and 4 consumable slots, stacking up to 2 items each. There's no weight limit, so you can equip whatever you want across all 8 playable characters in the full game. Plus, passive weapon effects stay active even if the weapon isn't being held, adding a layer of strategy. Weapons upgrade with smithing stones, which can be bought or found in chests and enemy drops. At the end of each session, you get relics which boost your character permanently, and marks, which is the in-game currency. These relics permanently enhance character abilities and come in 4 different colors: red, blue, yellow, and green, and 3 rarities. Each relic has 1 to 3 random traits, and characters have unique relic slot combinations. Players can equip relics across different characters, allowing for strategic builds over multiple sessions. While marks could not be used during the preview, they likely serve as currency for upgrading or purchasing higher tier relics, possibly by selling surplus relics. So what about the map? It's a square-shaped region that looks a lot like Limgrave, packed with grasslands, forests, caves, ruins, and dungeons. Some key locations include Sites of Grace, which is used for healing and leveling up, Evergals, which contain elite bosses and require stone sword keys to unlock, churches, which grant function of golden seeds to increase the number of flasks you can carry, and a few buff locations that we encounter, such as red flower clusters which fully restore HP, blue trees which fully restore mana, golden trees which temporarily increase rune acquisition, and gravestones which grant ancient death ranker spells. And then there's flying. You can summon a hawk by interacting with icy blue dead trees found near cliffs, and it'll carry you across set routes. You can dismount anytime or just ride it to the final destination. Plus, there's no fall damage, and players can double jump and wall jump, improving platforming flexibility, and also use purple spirit springs scattered across steep cliffs to instantly ascend. We got 4 characters in the preview, each with unique abilities. Wilder, who's a warrior, is a well-rounded fighter and can pull enemies in and survive a fatal hit. Guardian, on the other hand, is a tank with high defense, is able to perfect block which negates all damage, and his ultimate is a massive dive bomb attack. Duchess is an agile assassin with double damage, double dodge, and an invisibility cloak for the whole team. Recluse is a mage that uses elemental attacks, absorbs enemy energy to power spells, and marks enemies so teammates can restore HP and mana by attacking them. Farming mini-bosses during the day is the best way to farm runes fast. Some elite enemies and mini-bosses drop give you a choice between 3 random rewards, usually 2 weapons and a buff. Rewards are random and not character specific, as evidenced by receiving mage weapons while playing as the Guardian. Night Lord provide more powerful rewards and greater rune gains. Speaking of Night Lords, the game's major bosses, some of the ones we faced include Centipede Demon, Fell Omen, Demi-Human Queen and Swordmaster, and Dragon Armored Tree Sentinel and 2 Royal Knights. Random events can also spawn extra bosses like Fell Omen, who locks onto one player and chases them down relentlessly until the whole team takes them out. Other bosses also include Dragons, Crystallians, Godskin Nobles, Crucible Knights, and even Leonine Misbegotten. After 5 hours across 9 full playthroughs, we can say Elden Ring Nightreign is shaping up to be an absolute blast. It keeps that classic Elden Ring combat but adds an entirely new multiplayer co-op system, making every run feel fresh and unpredictable. The team-based gameplay is hands down the highlight. Whether you're tanking, healing, or going all in on damage, coordinating with teammates makes every fight intense and rewarding. Plus, the boss fights are incredible, with rapid attack pattern changes and summoning minions to keep you on your toes. Elden Ring Nightreign drops May 30th, 2025 on PS4, PS5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series. So, are you hyped for Nightreign? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more future videos just like this one.